and welcome to TheMan Games. Sir Jimmy Uso turned on his brother at SummerSlam, costing him the chance to be the head of the table, the tribal chief and the undisputed WWE World Champion. Well, in this video today I'm going to be showing you how to create a new attire of Jimmy Uso on the channel. Also, we're going to look at a different entrance as well, and at the end we're going to do a gameplay video seeing if Jey Uso can actually beat Jimmy Uso as well. If you are new watching TheMan Games and you are watching us for the first time, please think about subscribing to the channel. Make sure you click that thumbs up button, it really does help our video if you do so. And let me know in the comments what you think of Jimmy Uso turning heel on Jey Uso. So this is the entrance attire that we are doing first here. So we're going to go down to clothing, we're going to go to head, so we're going to go to hooded clothing. So if you want a hoodie that's going to have the hood up, this is where you need to do it, on the hood and clothing section. So you want this one here, that one there, and all we've done for this is just change the material to be matte for one, and then changing the second material to be matte as well. And you just want to make sure the colours that it is black and black, like, well, more like a blacky grey for the zip, we would say. If you look at the colour picker, that will give you the correct shade that you do need. And now we're going to the upper body. So top swan, so I just put this vest on him, should we say. So it's just one across from the Sami Zayn top, which is, I mean, you can't see it, but it's that one there. So, I mean, so we're at the top, we're just going 2 down, 1, 2, it wants to be that one there. And we just want to change the material to be matte as well, and the colour is just black, which it already is on the game anyway, like so. So then we're going to go back up to head, and we just want to go to face coverings. So I would suggest to use this one here, that one there, and then we're just going to go to materials again and change that to matte to make it obviously darker, like so. And now if we just go down to the lower body, I'm going to go to bottoms. So we've chosen these ones here. So the 2 down from the yellow and red ones. And same again, we're just changing the material to be matte again. And obviously the colour wants to be black again. And the trainers are just the same trainers that Jimmy Uso already does have on in the game. Right then, so if we just go to an in-ring attire, so we removed the vest and also the face covering, obviously. So for his hair, so Jey had a little bit of like a blonde tinge to the back of his hair, and Jimmy seemed to have a bit of blonde in his hair as well. So I did start to do this, but then I thought the best way to do this maybe we'll just reset it. So that is how it already is on in the game. So we've got to dye, zoom out by pressing L2, and hold the cursor down to make your circle bigger. And maybe the best thing to do would be to fully dye all the hair black first, so then there's no red in it at all, like so. I mean, it was hard to see, you know, his hair with it being it was all tied up, and obviously he did have a hood on for most of this segment, but I did think they did have like a tinge of blonde, like a blonde in it. So if you look at the colour picker there, that is the shade of gold, like a goldy blonde or a dirty yellow, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, if you look at the colour picker, that'll give you the correct shade. And then you might not want to do this, you might just want to leave it like it is. Obviously that's perfectly fine, do what you think's best, but I think putting a tinge of the gold in the hair would be a really good touch as well. Obviously I'm sure on SmackDown, he'll be on SmackDown and cut a promo, and you'll see if he does have, you know, the blonde bits in his hair. It's, you know, you might think it's too much like Seth Rollins, I totally get that. But yeah, so maybe just put a little bit of blonde in his hair, like this. Just move that bit over there, like so. So like that. I mean, once we've seen him with his hair down, you know, if he does have this in, it could be all over, so we might need to change this anyway. But this is, you know, just more like a first look to the changing of the hair. That is it for his in-ring attire there. So now we're just going to save this, and then we're going to go into his entrance and look at changing that as well. So obviously Jimmy Uso's entrance on the game is like the Uso's entrance. So with him, so I think that his next entrance will be walking through the crowd. I don't think I mean, I might be wrong, but so this is just, you know, my take on it. So I think we might want to change it to... So we changed the motion to Shield Lunatic, so that is based on Dean Ambrose when he was in the Shield coming through the crowd to the ring. You know, I think, for me, this is the way that I would do it. I would have him coming through the crowd. And, you know, we won't bother changing the title motion because, you know, he doesn't have a championship anyway. Music, I would actually just go and change that to none. I wouldn't have him come into the ring to any music because obviously Jey Uso is one of the best babyfaces on SmackDown. So I think the boos that the fans would give him, I think that would be, you know, that would be his entrance. Listening to all the boos, it's something they should probably do with Dominic Mysterio, really, because, you know, obviously he gets tremendously booed. And then same for the Titantron motion. I'm just going to go all the way to the top. And we'll leave that on Arena Movie, because that's just like having none. Same with the Barricade Movie, turn that off. Same for the Stage Ramp. Same for the Ring Post. And same for the Barricade Movie. So turn all those off. So now we have sorted his entrance out. So next up, I'm going to play as Jey Uso going up against Jimmy Uso. So we'll see what Jimmy Uso's new entrance does look like in his new attire as well. And we're going to see if we can take down Jimmy Uso. Right then, so we see Jey Uso waiting in the ring for his brother Jimmy. And here we see him coming to the ring through the crowd. You see, I think this is a really good look for Jimmy Uso, coming through the crowd like this. I do think this is what they should, in my opinion, this is what they should do on SmackDown, having him come through the ring. Obviously, probably not in this attire, probably not the face covering, probably with the hood up there. But yeah, I think this is a good look for your Jimmy Uso to have on 2K23. And were you shocked with this heel turn? I wasn't when he got pulled out, when Jey got pulled out. I just knew it was Jimmy Uso. Who else would it be? Yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a shame because it would have been nice to see Jey Uso dethrone Roman Reigns, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna go for brother versus brother now. Right then, so let's see if Jey Uso can beat Jimmy Uso. So if you do like the attire of Jey Uso, there is a video showing you how to do this on the channel. So this was my Jey Uso based on if he did win against Roman Reigns to become the new tribal chief. Oh, what a strike. Obviously, I do think the reason behind the heel turn is just going to be pure jealousy with, you know, Jey Uso. He's main evented SummerSlam, whereas Jimmy Uso was on the shelf. He's had, you know, 3 championship title matches against Roman Reigns, where Jimmy Uso has had none. So that's probably going to be, you know, the motivation behind the heel turn. Nicely done. Oh, Samoa drop. Not really a great start here. And also, guys, in the comments below, let me know what you thought of SummerSlam. So I would say probably the main event was my match of the night. I did enjoy the women's triple threat match as well. The bits I did have to miss a little part of the match though, as I need to take my daughter to the toilet through it, so I did miss little bits of it. I thought Charlotte Flair looked really, really cool in the women's triple threat match. I thought she looked the best that she's looked in a long time, to be honest. And also Gunther and Drew McIntyre was a good match as well. And Ronda Rousey losing to Shayna Baszler. Is this going to be the last we see of Ronda Rousey? It wouldn't surprise me, you know, if it was. But it'd be nice to see if Shayna could get, you know, a title opportunity after the win. I think her and Rhea Ripley would, you know, have a really good program together. So I do think it was Rhea Ripley who dethroned her in NXT as well. So, you know, we've got a bit of background story with that as well. Nicely done there by Jey Uso right now, picking him up. And now going for the signature move. Oh no, he reversed it! So I suppose this could be the main event of Payback, unless you know Seth Rollins gets put in a bigger program. I mean, I've seen rumors that it might be Seth, Finn, and Damian Priest for the world title, but is that going to be the main event? Because I don't think the World Heavyweight Championship has actually main evented a pay-per-view yet, since it's been included, as a new championship. So it would probably really help the belt if they did put that as the main event. And now let's go up top, see if we can hit the frog splash. And we've hit it! Can Jey Uso put him away? 1, 2, 3, and Jey Uso beats Jimmy Uso. And there you have it. So in this video today, you saw how to create the new attire of Jimmy Uso, how to change his entrance, and you also saw him get beaten by his brother Jey Uso in this gameplay part of the video. Well, I do hope you did enjoy this video today here at TheMan Games. If you did so, please think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you already have, make sure you've got your notifications turned on, then you'll know when our next video goes up on the channel. You can also find us on social media at TheMan Games on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're also on Threads and TikTok as well. And also in the description below there will be a link to subscribe to our newsletter. By doing so, you get a weekly email letting you know what goes up on the channel. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.